The franchise I have chosen is Baskin Robbins. And all the information that's going to be found within this video actually comes from the Baskin Robbins franchise brochure. So to answer the first question about initial investments, for a new shop development, you have to have verifiable liquid assets of 100,000 and the total net worth of 200,000. And then for buying an existing shop, the minimum down payment is 10% of the purchase price, and you have to have verifiable liquid assets of 30% of total selling price. The investment details include the initial investment ranging from $94,350 to $402,200, and the advertising fee is 5% of the gross sales. Initial franchising fee is $25,000 over a 20-year term, and the royalty fee of 0.9% of gross sales. But if you do not want to start from the ground up, as it says in the thing, you can actually choose to buy an existing shop with a minimum down payment of 10% of the purchase price and the assets of 30% of total selling price, plus the cost of remodels. And the thing that's best about the turnkey development is, in many cases, a lower cash requirement, and you already have an approved site that's sourced by Baskin Robbins, and then the real estate is secured and it's managed, like the damage and construction is actually managed by Baskin Robbins. Though there are incentives for developments, for new developments. You get 50% off of your 20-year initial franchise fee, and plus a 10-year payment plan, and you have a reduced royalty rate for 5 years, and the rates are described in the picture. And if you're a veteran, you get even more of an incentive. There is training offered. The training includes technical training, which is in store, instructor-led classroom training, office learning management systems, and then you learn how to you get mentoring and skill building. So, and there is a few development options. So you don't have to choose like a random or like an initial store. You can have non-traditional or traditional. And there's also options where it's a Dunkin' Donuts / Baskin Robbins. So, whether you have the option to choose your place or not, actually, it depends on the available market. So you have a choice up to a certain extent. Like if you want to go to a place in Charlotte, you can look and see if that market is available and go from there. So the last question was why I chose Baskin Robbins and whether or not I'd still choose them. Well, I chose them because it seemed like it would be easier because it's pretty much just ice cream and cakes, and I feel like that has a strong customer base already, because who doesn't like ice cream and who doesn't like cakes? And then not only that, but you have the option of putting this somewhere else. Like, you don't have to be a sole store. You can be within different shops. You can be in the mall. There's so many different options of what you can do at Baskin Robbins. So I just felt like there was a little bit more flexibility with it. So that's another reason why I chose it, is because it seemed easy and it seemed flexible. And whether or not I would still choose it, definitely so. Especially seeing that the royalty rates and all that is not as bad as I thought it would be. I definitely still consider doing it because they provide the training. The total investment is not all that bad, and it doesn't really, I guess I'll say, it doesn't seem all that too difficult to manage. So yeah, I'd still choose to own a franchise.